Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making some photo booth props to ring in the new year with. And I'm also going to show you how you can modify these and create some of your own for the year. That way you can keep using these each year and just have to make a few extras for the new year. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and grab that free SVG file from my blog. You're going to find the link for that in the video description, as well as links to the supplies that I'm using in case you want to check any of those out. So go ahead and upload that file to Cricut Design Space. And once you do, it should look like this. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom out just so you can see what I'm doing with everything. So we'll zoom out to about 50%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ungroup my layers. I'm actually going to zoom out one more, make it a little easier. So like I've left this blank, that way you can add in the year. I also think it's fun to add the year on the tie, so we'll do that as well. And I also like to add the year on these glasses, like right on top. So I'm going to show you how to do that, as well as just create the year itself for a fun photo booth prop. So you're going to get to make a lot of different ones today. So let's go ahead and go to our text. And here it is over here, super tiny. Let me bring it where you can see it. I guess I'll zoom back in now that we have the elements we're modifying over here. So on that text, I'm just going to put 2025, and I'm just going to click on that and go into my fonts, and I want to find something kind of bold, which I probably could just use the same one and make it bold. Let's see how I like that. Or if there's something a little bit more bold, let's go in System. This is going to pull up the stuff I have on my computer. That way I know I have them all and don't have to pay for them all. Let's just see if I find something bold that I like. Okay, so I'm liking this font. It kind of is New Year's-y to me. So if you guys want to use the same, it's the Bernard and it's the condensed. If I can go bolder, I can't, but I'll go with this. So I'm going to close that out just by clicking off of it. And I'm just going to bring this right here, and all I'm going to do is just resize it to where I like it. And now go ahead and decide what color you want to make it. I think I'm going to go with the white on this one. And I have two different whites that I'm using in my project. So one is going to be cardstock that I glue, and one is iron-on vinyl. Just because if you see like this cheers right here, I don't want to glue that on. So I'm just going to use iron-on vinyl, easily press it on, and I'm going to show you how to do that in case you want to do it yourself. So that's why there's two different white colors, so it'll print on two different papers. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. Let's go ahead and add, drag, we're going to put in same year. Bring this over, and I actually want to make this go down the tie. So actually, I don't know why I typed all those in. I'm just going to start with the 2, grab my text, add in a 0. We can just duplicate that 2 right there, 2, 2, 0, 2, and now let's just go ahead and add in the 5. And I'm just bringing that down. So I want to bring these a little bit closer. Okay, and I'm just going to select them all, and I'm going to go up here to my Align. And first of all, we want to go ahead and center those, so we're centering horizontally so they all line up. But I also want them distributed. And so we're just going to go ahead and distribute vertically, and that's just going to give them the same amount of space in between. So for this, I want to go with my gold, and I'm going to go with the gold. I have two different golds for the same reason. I'm going to go with the cardstock gold because these are going to be easy to glue on. So let's just go ahead and bring these over. If I zoom in, it might be easier for clicking in there. And I'm just going to kind of drag that to fit within the tie where I want it. So I can go just a little smaller. And then I can also click on the tie, and we can go ahead and align those all centered. That way everything's centered. Although I guess we're gluing them on, so it doesn't matter that much. Okay, so now we've got those done. I want to show you how you can do these glasses and add the year. We're just going to stick with the same font. That way everything, blends well. So I've got my year. I'm just going to place it on top, and I'm just going to drag that pretty big. And we can go ahead and center those right there. And so I actually do want a background for this. I want to add some different colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my offset, and I'm going to add that. You can kind of adjust this if you want it less or more, kind of where you want it. So I'm just going to add a little more there. I think I like that one right there, so I'm just going to apply it. And now I'm going to keep this one black, the back one black, but I want the front one to be gold. So I'm just going to select my gold cardstock there. Again, that's easy to cut out and print, or glue, not print, but okay. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and select the glasses, but we also want to select that offset. So all I've done is I've held down shift while I select both of those, and we just need to combine those. So you can either weld those or unite those. The difference is unite is going to let you edit that. So I just went ahead and united it. So if you move that, you see we still have this here. Let's just bring that to front so that you can see it. And so we'll put our glasses together like that. And one other thing that I want to do is I just want to create a 2025 photo booth prop. So right here, you're just going to create the text, resize it however big you think you want it. I'm going to kind of stick with the same size as everything else, so I don't want to go too big. And we're just going to add that offset again to this because it looks better having the two colors. And we're going to apply that. And I'll do this black and gold as well. Those are just pretty colors for this. So one little trick for the offset right here, see how it has all these cutouts? If you don't want that, just go to your contour and you can click on those and just make it so that it's filled in. So when we go back there, it's all solid behind there. So I'm going to leave it like that for this one. Okay, so once you've made any edits that you want, you can also change these colors around if you want. So like I said, I have two different golds because I'm going to use cardstock for most of it, but for these ones that have like the script text, I'm just going to iron those on. So much easier than gluing all these tiny letters on. And same thing for the white. If it's got letters, I'm just using iron-on, but I'm using cardstock for everything else. So we're going to go ahead and make these. So here's our mats. You can just check those, make sure that everything that you want is on the correct color, especially like if the gold, if you're using two different ones. So I have all of my small text and stuff on this one. And just make sure that for these ones that you are using the iron-on vinyl, that you do mirror those first, because you do need to mirror those mats. So I'm mirroring that one and this one because I'm using one for white as well. So go ahead and cut everything out, and I'm going to show you how to assemble these both with just cardstock and also with iron-on vinyl. And if you are using the iron-on vinyl, just make sure that you do put that with the shiny side down when you're cutting. So you want to mirror that and place that shiny side down just the same way that you would if you're making shirts or anything else using iron-on vinyl. And then once everything is cut out, you're just attaching everything together. So the way you assemble these is just how you see it in Cricut Design Space. The way it's layered there is how you're layering them. And you can either glue them or use the iron-on vinyl to put those on. If you've never used iron-on vinyl with cardstock before, I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be hooked when you see just how easy it is. But you're just gluing these on top of each other. Some of these have 2 layers or 3 layers. And for the iron-on vinyl, I'm actually using my mini heat press, which is what I do recommend. But if you have a heat press, just put that on a low setting. I'm using the lowest setting on the mini heat press. And all you're going to do is you're just going to place the iron-on vinyl in place. Just make sure that you weed it first. You want to get rid of all the vinyl you don't need, and then place it in place, and you're just going over it with your little heat press. And you kind of want to go over it for about 10-20 seconds and kind of move around, but kind of hold it in place a little bit and just kind of go around. You'll know it's done if when you take off the plastic on top, if it sticks down. If it kind of comes up when you take the plastic off, just lay it back down and keep going over it until it stays on when you remove that plastic. So it's super easy, so much easier than gluing on each of these letters. So I really do like using the iron-on vinyl and cardstock together. It also comes out looking nice and smooth, so I just love this combination. And then once you've put everything together, go ahead and just add your sticks on the back. So you're just gluing these on. You can glue them in the middle, on either side, depending on which one it is. Like on the tie, I like to glue down the middle, but like the bow tie, I like to glue on the side. So just think about how you might want to hold these before you glue those on, and that will kind of help you know where to glue the stick on. But that's all there is to it. Once you add those sticks and glue all these on, they're ready to go, and you're ready for New Year's Eve. But I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me this last year and my blog, and I'm really excited about all the new crafts for this upcoming year. So make sure that you go ahead and follow me if you don't already, or subscribe to my channel. That way you don't miss out on all the fun we're going to have. But thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.